Stop doing this to prevent infection from entering your kpekus. Yes, as a woman, listen very carefully. Let me tell you things you are supposed to avoid so that infection will not enter inside your kpekus. Number one, avoid wearing tight clothes, especially when you are sleeping. Allow the innocent kpekus to breathe. Most of you want to wear jeans, you want to wear tights, you are wearing pants, you want to wear everything, all the clothes you have, you want to wear all of them to your sleep. I don't know if you want to go for a pageant in your dream. I wouldn't know the kind of fashion show you want to go in your dream, but please do not wear those things. That kpekus need to breathe. Allow the kpekus to breathe. You can go naked just to allow enough air enter that kpekus. It need air. Yes, when I say you have to go naked, I don't mean you can just go naked in a very dirty room. Clean your room, make sure your bed is very neat, because if you do not clean it, before you know it, during the night, either the rat is pursuing cockroach or cockroach is pursuing rat. Before you know it, either of them will not enter inside a new home, but inside your kpekus, and you'll be gone. Yes, so you have to keep your room very neat. Don't allow that to be your own case. Before you sleep naked, make sure that everywhere is sparkling neat, your bed is neat, and no animal has laid any egg in your bed, because you might even say, because Miss Licious already say you can sleep naked, you went and sleep naked in a dirty bed, and all those animals in your bed will now lay eggs inside your kpekus. Number two, avoid the use of deodorant in your kpekus. Please, my sisters, my brother, no matter how neat you want to maintain, that kpekus is supposed to have some smell, but not ugly or foul smell, not awful smell. Yes, most of you want to go and visit your boyfriend, you now start applying deodorant in your kpekus. Like, seriously, it is awkward. You don't need to do that. It's meant to have a very nice smell, but not awful. If your kpekus is having an awful smell, that simply means you are having infection, either candida or whatsoever infection. I wouldn't know. But once you apply deodorant there and went to meet with your boyfriend, when you get there, different kind of smell will be oozing out, and the AC will even help the whole situation and bring out all the oozing smell. Everywhere will start oozing, because you already applied deodorant together with the infection that made you apply deodorant. Before you know it, everywhere will boom. Like, seriously, that doesn't make sense. So don't do that. Number three, stop kpekus steaming. The pH of your kpekus is meant to be 3.7, and when you start kpekus steaming, that is when you alter the pH of your kpekus, and it's very bad for you. Many of you will go to the internet, you see a lot of people advertising so many things. Some will even tell you to bring bring all those vegetables, pour red oil, pour groundnut oil, put ginger, garlic, fresh tomatoes, put everything inside a bucket and add your kpekus, or you sit on it. Like, seriously, are you cooking stew? Which type of soup are you trying to prepare? Because I see no reason. How can somebody just come and tell you to bring all the ingredients used for cooking, and then you sit on it, or you even use it to wash your kpekus, and you think that it can actually make any sense? Like, some of you, I wonder if your brain is located in another different dimension, because I don't understand. Some person will just come up on social media and give you one kind of thing to do, and you start practicing it with your kpekus. That innocent kpekus has suffered a lot in your hands. So please stop steaming. It will alter the pH of your kpekus, and that will not do any good for your kpekus. Number four, do not sit at a place for a very long time. Don't sit at one spot at a very long time. What I mean is, don't sit at a point, one particular seat at a very long time, because once you do that, you'll find out that your kpekus will produce sweat, and that sweat, when it mixes with the one your kpekus already produced touching the seat, it can cause an alkaline product. You know, the sweat your kpekus produce contain sodium chloride, and of course, when it mixes with the one on the seat, that is when it mixes with water, it will produce something called oxochlorite 1 acid and sodium hydroxide. And of course, you know, these two chemicals I just said, they are alkaline in nature, and you know, of course, your kpekus is acidic in nature, and once this is produced in your kpekus, it will cause a lot of infection, because it will alter the pH level of your kpekus, thereby causing you infection. So make sure that once you are sitting, make sure that you stand up and walk around. As a lady, once you feel that your kpekus is producing heat, that you're sweating down there, that you're sitting and you're sweating down there, just sit up, stand up and walk around. Allow air to enter that kpekus, allow the kpekus to breathe. That will do a whole lot of good. and prevent infection from entering there. Number 5 is you can get infected after knacking. Don't get me wrong, because most of you, when you knack, after knacking, you will start shouting that your husband has given you infection. You need to understand that that thing that comes out from your husband is alkaline in nature, and of course you know kpekus is acidic in nature, and once that thing is there and you didn't wash it out properly, you find out that once it's mixed with your kpekus, it will cause you infection. Yes, it is likely to happen. That is women for you. So don't get it wrong. Maybe after knacking you think that you have contacted any sort of infection. No, just know it that this is the reason for the infection. You can just as well treat yourself. Number 6 is don't allow your pad to stay for a very long time. You know what I mean. Some of you will be in your period, and instead of you to change your pad often, for people that have heavy flow or whatsoever, you know that this thing is filled up, and instead of you to remove it, you are leaving it there, maybe to economize the situation. I wouldn't know what the problem is, and some of you even go to the toilet knowing fully well that that thing is filled up already, and you will never change it. You will never change it. Later you will start formulating one thing or the other, claiming that your husband or whatsoever gave you infection. Meanwhile, you are the architect of your problem. You need to understand that blood is alkaline in nature, and once it stays for a very long time in your kpekus, it is likely to cause you infection. Don't allow that thing to stay for a very long time in your kpekus, because it will cause you infection and so many harm. So many kinds of infection is likely to happen when you allow it to sit there for a very long time. You can always change it. You can change it. It doesn't remove anything from your body when you change this thing. Trust me, it won't remove any shit from your body. So I see no reason why so many of you will go into the toilet, know very well that it is already filled up, and instead of you to change it, you will now look up the sky with your rumpled face and still wear it up and start and you still come back to your husband or your boyfriend and start pretending to be a very neat person. Meanwhile, you are dirty down there. It doesn't make sense. Number 6 is do not wash your kpekus with all these things they sell online. Some of you are being advised to wash your kpekus with alum and what have you, just to tighten your kpekus. There are so many of them. I have seen a whole lot of them. They will advertise and tell you that this thing tighten kpekus and all of those things. I guess I'll make a proper video on how to tighten your kpekus, and that will do a whole lot of good. Maybe it will stop so many of you from engaging or buying all those things that will cause you different kinds of cancer in your kpekus, all in the name of tightening the kpekus. Please, my sisters, do not use all these things to wash your kpekus, especially alum. Most of you even use potash. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I believe I've made a lot of sense. At this point, if you find this video educative, please do share so that others will learn. Thank you for listening and watching. My name is Miss Licious. Bye.